Hello. Hi, Proton. Hi, Fart Bath. 2020 snore. Oh god. Yeah, it is true. Man. Hello, how are you guys doing? Welcome. I'm a bit all over the place, but I think that's pretty normal for me, so I'm not really going to complain much. And, yeah. If you celebrate Christmas, or, you know, holidays in any way, how did it go for you? Big sleepy? Yeah. I truly wasn't really able to do much today. I was thinking, you know, I have like 3 little things to do. I hope I can just get them done and kind of wrap up the day. But I don't know, I woke up really early, but I just couldn't like get enough rest, I felt. I only got up around noon, which is weird. I usually get up way earlier, but I don't know, just it wasn't a day, it was like executive dysfunction manifesto or something, I don't know. I wish it was more of a snore. I wish it was more of a snore and less an apocalypse. But yeah, this year there was so much going on. I just don't know. It's too much for me. But yeah. So yeah, how were your holidays? If you celebrate, that is, because if you don't celebrate and you're just, you know, chilling, that's fine too. For me, it was, of course, as always, just a tiny little bit of drama from the family side, but otherwise it was kind of fine, you know. It just went by without much noise, I guess. Ended up eating a lot as expected, and we were just watching a lot of movies during the holidays themselves, and then the rest of the week I kind of just didn't much do at all. I mean, didn't do much at all, is what I tried to say. Rasmus and Orm, hello! Wait, it's... yeah. Well, this were tired, very hectic, but also good food, and family wasn't a mess for the most part. Good, good. Glad to hear that. For me, yeah, as I said, it just... like, it was very... mediocre, I guess is the way I would describe the holidays. Like, there was just nothing special happening. It was just the very definition of fine. But, you know, it could be worse, so I'm not complaining. Especially considering what this year has been like. But yeah, how are you guys feeling about the year ending? Because I know that the year ending and a new one starting isn't some kind of magic spell that is going to change anything, really. But I still feel like I just want to kind of have a fresh page. And just not think about everything else. What the heck is that? Voice, what are you doing? Sorry. But yeah, just too much happened this year. Too much. I just couldn't keep up. It went so damn fast. It did. It really did. I felt like I have just blinked, and every time I blinked, a new month has ended. It just crazy. I don't really know what to say. Otherwise, I would probably be describing every bit I could, but just nothing coming to my head. Just too much happening. That's all I can really say. What I just meant to address something, and I just completely just left my mind. But yeah, I thought, you know, oh, this year is definitely going to be different. It's going to be special. And, okay, I'll try to explain it as best as I can. I have a feeling that I'm moving forward with topics so much that I'm going to be done with the stream in like 20 minutes, but that's probably just my imagination. You know, because I was away for a week and suddenly my brain forgot how is it like, how it's like even. Wow, I cannot even say words in proper order. Anyway, I thought that 2024 would be great. I thought, oh, you know, it will be different. It will be so amazing. Because as silly as that may sound, 24 is my favorite number actually. And I was like, this is going to be my year. I'm going to do everything to make it my year because it's my favorite number. And yeah, that didn't go well at all. It was a silly reason, but you know, you can really feel my disappointment when the year literally started with me being depressed as heck. I thought, oh no, no way, I cannot just start the year like this, like it's going to be, it has to be great, what's going on? And then every month, something new would just pop up, like, January, I wasn't doing much at all. I was kind of sad about everything, about, like, having to... I think I was just, like, mad at my family and other things. I never thought 2024 would be great. I was preparing for 2025 from first day. I guess that's but hello as well. Yeah, then, like, there was just so much. I feel like I'm not really upset about, you know, the year being eventful, because honestly, considering how slow the, you know, everything post-pandemic has been, I feel like I kind of needed to just catch up on a lot of things, and in one way this year allowed me to do that, because it was a lot for me, like, professionally, a lot for me, like, work-wise, and like, just traveling a bit too, and meeting up with friends, and just trying new things here and there. It wasn't all that much, but, you know, the most important things have been touched upon, I think. You know, like, all of the things that I kind of have been procrastinating on here and there, I just, you know, I kind of made some progress on that. And it's a bit sad I didn't really do much art at all. It was silly because I thought, oh, you know, this year I'm going to be so engaged. I'm going to do so much art. And I didn't really get there because of everything else, you know? And also, I've been thinking a lot. This is just something that I remembered right just now. But I've been thinking a lot about how, you know, how people say that you shouldn't make your passion your job. And I think we've touched upon this topic a couple of times before. And, you know, I just couldn't really find my answer for this, because on one hand, I agree that if you make your hobby your job, then you're just gonna get, like, maybe you'll get angry at it, maybe you'll stop liking it, and if you make your hobby your job, then what do you do after the job, you know? You know, that kind of thing. That people say that, oh, you know, you shouldn't do art. If your art is your passion, you shouldn't make it a job, because then you won't like it. And you won't want to do it in your free time. And I understood, you know? I thought, you know what, this is a very good point. Yeah, Proton, as you said that about woodworking, right? And I thought, okay, you know, this is a very good point. This is something that you should probably keep in mind. And if you really want to do something about your passion, then you really should think about it twice before you get there. And you do a hobby that reminds you of your job. That is also a hobby. That, you know what? That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, is it true? But as I was saying, I remember when I went to high school, I really wanted to go to like an art school, but because I don't live in a vicinity of any art school, I kind of had to give up on that. And I started to go. Well, I went to a high school that was computer technology. Like, I wasn't really specializing in that, but my profile was. So, you know, it was math and computer science kind of thing. And you know, I thought, oh, you know, this makes sense. Like, I like both art and I like computers. So I can make computers my job and I can keep art as my hobby, you know. It made perfect sense in my mind. And I really thought that's just what it's gonna be like. Because I also had like a massive art block at the time, so I thought, you know what, that maybe this makes sense and such. But after I finished high school, I thought, oh, you know, maybe I can put more creativity into this, because programming itself doesn't seem like, dude, it's like, it doesn't scratch the itch. Like, I don't really like it all that much, at least as I thought I would. So I thought maybe I can do something more creative, but still keep to the, you know, computers. So I thought maybe I could go into video games, you know, because, you know, everyone really liked video games and I would like video games, and people made it seem like working in a video game industry is so much fun and all. It's not really it's not really, but you know, that's beside the point right now. And I thought I'm gonna try, so I tried going to a college that the course I wanted to take was video game, the video game and art. So I don't remember exactly what the profile is, but it was basically like video game design and stuff. And I didn't get in, sadly. I was very disappointed at the time. And you know, I tried to really make sense of it, and I thought maybe it's just how it needs to be, you know? Maybe if something doesn't work out, maybe that's just your life telling you that maybe you should try something else. And I figured, okay, you know, the school was very far away from home, maybe it just wouldn't have worked out anyway. So I found something closer. You know, the rest, I don't really want to go further, because that's you know, that's a whole mess on its own and doesn't really have a lot to do with the story. But you know, I thought about it, and I had an internship with as a software engineer. And I thought, you know what, get into video games, I guess we're gonna do it differently. Yeah, because I had, you know, I tried some games too, and I thought, you know what, learning about video games, you know, knowing how games are made makes games themselves appear less, like, special, because you kind of know how everything works behind the hood. You know, it's like, I don't know. I just say that it just the magic is not there anymore, you know? That's just kind of how it felt. So I figured, you know what, I don't want to do games anymore. So yeah, software engineer, that's where I went. And as I, it seems to make sense, right? Like, I would do this as my job, and I would still get to do art as my hobby. And it just, like, it's confusing because it didn't really work out the way I expected. So you never truly rest because you think about job all the time. So at some point you are either start hating your hobby or being bored of it. Yeah, that's kind of it. That's, that's always what I thought about when I was considering it. So yeah, exactly. The thing with making a hobby your job, you lose your control over it, and doing your hobby without control over is not as fun. Yeah. That's also a point. I'll get there in a moment, because that's also something that really is important. But turns out as I was doing my internship, and I figured, computer, job, art, after job, as like just very simply speaking. And well, would you know, I didn't do any art in that time. No, not at all. Like, I just felt like all of my energy was being siphoned into just, programming and problem solving and all of that kind of thing, that there was no brain juice left, anything creative. Like, I would get home and I would just play video games all the time. Like, I think Final Fantasy XIV was what I was doing a lot. And I would just get home and I play with friends. And yeah, other things as well. But yeah, that's the thing I kept doing for like the most longest time. But I was doing that before as well. And yeah, I realized that I'm not really making progress with my hobby because I just didn't have the energy. And then I realized that I kind of had different priorities in life than I really thought I do, because what I always wanted with my art is just not to really, doodle characters I make and such, even though that's what I thought I wanted to do in the first place. But what I really wanted was, I just wanted to get better at it, And getting better at something means that you really need to put in a lot of effort. And I think it just really dawned on me today morning. Out of nowhere, I was like thinking about this, because as you know, I kind of went back on this and am technically doing art as my job right now. So you might be thinking, oh, but what about your passion? What about, aren't you scared that you stop liking art as your hobby and stuff? And I was just mulling over it for the longest time, and as I said, I think it only really dawned on me today morning as I was thinking about it, that I don't think art is really something I want to do in free time, as counterintuitive as might sound, because I do have a thing I like doing in free time. I just play video games, okay? I just play video games, which means if art is still very important to me, but I don't even know how kind of have the energy to put effort into it on its own, then why can't I just make it my job, If I'm going to be if I need to put work into it, then just let it be my job. You know, this is something that might sound silly, that I might have realized it so late, but I don't know, I guess I was just thinking about it too much and then realized that it was just right in front of me this whole time. And yeah, as Erasmus and Zen said, worrying about, you know, hating and being bored of my hobby isn't really something I worry about, because I already kind of have this feeling that as much as I love doing art, I kind of tend to get anxious about it, because I feel like I'm like not improving fast enough and I just don't like what I'm making. Not all the time, but you know, sometimes I feel like it feels like it's very hard to just start. So if that's the case, then if I find a different job, I'm just not going to do it at all anyway. So I guess that's something I don't really have to worry about for now. And speaking of control, the other thing, yeah, this is something you probably are wondering about too, because with art, the control is that you get to draw what you want, right? You can draw fan art, you can draw your original characters, you can draw just whatever you really want. And if it's your job, then most likely in the beginning, because a lot of artists when they get really good, they get to do whatever they want. I mean, kind of, because you know, they just get to do their own projects and then sell art books or prints of their art and other things. But you know, in the beginning, you're likely just going to take commissions, right? So you don't have much control in the sense of you really pick what you do. And yeah, I was worrying about it for a time, but on the second hand, the important thing is that if you don't have control over what you're doing, then you can't really stay in your comfort zone for too long, because whether you like it or not, people will ask you to do things that you are not good at. Like, you have to practice and try new things. And I always felt like if I am forced to do something, then sooner or later I will like, okay, maybe this is not a good thing to just kind of stay ambiguous about, because it won't make any sense at all. But so if you know, in school, if you had a choice, not like this, maybe different example. In school, if you had like two tasks, one task was obligatory, so you had to write an essay or something, and the other task was optional, and they would be like, oh, you know, if you're extra bored, you can just, I don't know, like draw a picture of my cat or something, you know? And the likely thing is that you will do the obligatory task because you have to do it. Like, you don't have a choice, just not do it. You have to do it to get a good grade, you know? Just that's kind of how it is with work. Like, you have to do something you get paid for. And the optional task, you know, you might think at first it's like, oh, you know, cool, like I like drawing cats, I might do it. But then you get home and you're just like, I'm lazy. I just rather like watch a video or something, you know, just something else, whatever it is. And same, I feel like it's the same with me right now, because if I have an option, I will probably not do the thing I can, I mean, if I don't have to. But if it's a task that, you know, I've been paid to do, then it's like, okay, I need to do it. I never did optional tasks. Yeah, that's kind of how it feels like with my art journey right now. Like, it's all a bunch of side quests. Well, not right now, but like for a long time. Ever since high school, basically. Like, it stopped being my hobby, my passion, because I was just so like distraught with school and everything else that I would prefer escapism over art. I mean, I would just draw here and there sometimes, but it wasn't really as much as I did before. And yeah, it just became like side quest kind of that I just always procrastinate on. And I think that's where I stand right now. You know, that's just, no, simply speaking, art, as much as it was my hobby when I was a kid, and I thought it would be great to just keep it that way, the only logical sense to me makes making it my job, so I can do other things in my free time, like video games. Because, you know, my issue always has been that I have too many things to there are too many things I want to do, you know? Like, I don't know. I think it's something that's the bane of all creatives, but I'm pretty sure like a lot of people just have this issue. I may not even realize it, because I don't know, maybe you know, you have a job, but maybe you also want to learn how to paint, or maybe you want to learn a language, or you want to learn something new, like, I don't know, programming maybe. Like in my case, besides art, what I want to do is I also want to learn 3D modeling. I want to do more sewing. I want to like paint more with like traditional media, not just digitally. And you know, it just adds up, you know? There's always like this another layer that you could do. And I feel like if, you know, if art is also that optional thing, then I'm just never gonna get there. Might as well just eliminate the big work and merge it with the arts part, so then I can do everything else in my free time. I don't know why I'm explaining this to you. It's not like very important and interesting to any of you. I bet it's just like I'm pretty much explaining things. Like, I'm explaining my thoughts kind of to myself, honestly, because it's been something that I've been mulling over a long time, as I said before. Just, you know, I just had a problems putting it into words. So yeah. And why I'm sharing it with you, because I always mention these things kind of offhandedly, and it doesn't really make a lot of sense out of context. So I thought that maybe if you know like the main point of the story, then maybe it'll be easier to understand something, I don't know. And the second part is that I thought that maybe you'll have some kind of, I don't know, like maybe it will inspire you to try something, I don't know. just something to think about, you know. And yeah, this is really what came to me because of, you know, the new year coming. And last year I really wanted to try to organize my time a bit better. And you know, I did research into things like time blocking, or you know, just, you know, setting alarms every time you want to do something else, you know, pomodoros, a lot of things that are supposed to help you with time management and productivity and scheduling and all of that stuff. And it was somewhat helpful to, you know, put these things on paper and kind of plan out a schedule. However, I couldn't stick to it because I felt like there's just too much and I cannot cram all of it into the schedule. The Christmas tree looks like it was copy-pasted from those overly glittery gifts. Good. Like, it definitely does. And every time I look at it, I'm just like amazed how it's like filters on the bubbles, just making them light brighter, because like The bubbles don't glow themselves. Why did they think it was a good idea? But it's just funny. It just looks like a GIF, yeah. Good day! How are you doing? So yeah, New Year coming, and I'm really kind of happy about it because this year sucked for many different reasons, and I just want something new. I want another chance, you know, because I don't know. I feel like whatever I'm going to say will just sound like another excuse that I make to myself, and then I really never move forward with whatever I wanted to do. Like, I will say, oh, I'm going to do this, and then I just don't do it because just because, like, I don't really know a good reason. It was always my problem for many years, but you know, I'm gonna try. I wanna try again, and you know, that's why I'm literally. I don't want to share too much about what I want to do, because if I do, then I'm going to disappoint myself and everyone else. And if I don't share these things, and share maybe just like, you know, a tiny little bit, then you just won't know, and everything will be surprise. And if I accomplish something, then that will be I guess not inspiring, but I don't know, just surprising. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I think if I actually get somewhere with all of the plans that I'm kind of making slowly in my head, then it will make me happy, and it won't be less of a disappointment than, you know, sharing a list of plans and then just not really moving forward with them, as it's been for a long time now. But yeah, how about you? Do you have any plans? Any like specific plans for New Year? I don't really want to talk about stuff like New Year's resolutions, because I'm not sure, does anyone even believe in those anymore? Like, it's just, I feel like it's such like, it's ingrained in our culture, but I don't know if anyone takes this seriously. I feel like it's something that people say like in the first week of New Year, and then they just toss it aside as time goes by. You know, everyone's like, oh, I'm gonna start living healthily, and I will work out more, and all that stuff. And they kind of do for a couple of days, and then they're just back to their own ways. Old ways in a couple of days. Sorry, that was my dad. I hate him when he just comes in here and interrupts me with weird ass questions. Graham. I never take a New Year resolution, never had such issues. Fair enough, honestly. You know, yeah, you can never have issue with a New Year resolution when you don't make one. But I don't know if I was ever serious about that kind of thing. Like, I made some goals for myself, but I wasn't really as much of a resolution, I think. If there was, however, if there was one thing that you could do, like, say, potentially, something that you could maybe do, but you don't think that it will really happen, or maybe you don't think you have the willpower to keep at it. What would be the potential New Year's resolution that you would want to try make? I was thinking about it, and for me, I think just there were, you know, for a long time there were like a lot of things, and I figured if you make more than one, then you're definitely not going to keep at it. So maybe just make one and try. A lot of people won't do that either, and I think that's fair enough. But I think the one thing that I would maybe want to try is I think I would want to try taking more opportunities, I think. I know this doesn't really make a lot of sense. Like, it doesn't really say a lot without some explanation, but you know, I'm the kind of person who kind of like I make myself. There's this one word I always want to use, and then it just always skips my mind. But let's just say that I kind of tend to like get anxious about things, and then I quit too early. For example, if you know, like there's like a contest, say, you know, just an example, not really something that's happening, but like say there was a contest and I could potentially take part in it because I thought, oh, you know, this is something I can do pretty well. No, maybe I wouldn't have a chance of winning, but it's always worth it to try. But a lot of the time, I will kind of just, you know, get anxious about it and be like, oh no, you know, the deadline is soon, I should be starting, and I'm not doing anything. And I'll keep mulling over it, and eventually I will give up and not even try. And this is something I'd like to stop doing this year. Well, next year. You know, I want to give up giving up. So, if there is a chance, if there is an opportunity, I'd like to take it. I'd let it try. Instead of just being like, nah, maybe not this time, maybe next time, you know. People are just lazy in nature. Just kinda how it be. But I kinda want to do a bit better. Simply try to make every resolution that any win is a success. See, the problem with this is, it's like writing down a list, and if you only manage to do one, you are absolutely correct in that it is a success because you did one thing. But I feel like the issue I have, and maybe a lot of other people have, is that you don't focus on the thing you did. You kind of focus on the whole picture. So you don't look at the one thing you succeeded at, you look at the 10 points you made in your list, and like, oh man, I like fucking 10% of that, 1 out of 10, Jesus Christ, that's so terrible. But you really should just, you know, be happy about the one thing. And I think this is true for many things. And like, just people do this with a lot of things. Like, you succeed with one thing, but because everything else didn't really go according to plan, you just think that, oh man, I'm so bad, I just didn't really do much. Glass of empty mindset. You know, I generally try not to, but maybe that's the truth. Yeah, I think I have a point. Silly. Do you think that optimism and pessimism are like not, like, it's not exactly being one or the other, but you can be somewhere between? Because you just made me realize something. Like, I was never really a wholly pessimistic person. You know, whenever someone says that something happened, or like maybe there's something happening, there's some people that will be like, oh, you know, I probably not, it's not gonna work out anyway. And I'm like, yeah, maybe not, but like, you can still try. Like, maybe it will work out, you know, like just trying to be optimistic about it anyway. But yeah, I guess there are also some things that I don't really have this outlook with. Like, I'm kind of pessimistic about them, so I guess it is dependent on the situation. Or maybe it is a scale, I don't know. Optimistic, try glass always empty. What is glass always empty mindset? What is that? I want to know. That sounds kind of scary, honestly. Ah. There's probably a word for it? Extreme pessimism. No, I don't know. It's called depression. God. I guess so. Yeah. I'm trying to make sense of it in the, you know, with the metaphor of glass. And I'm just... If we are all describing the same glass, and some people say it's half empty, half full, then how can you say it's always empty when there is water in it? I don't know. Is it because water doesn't matter? That you like it to be something else? Like, oh, it's empty, I don't care for water, I want it, I don't know, like... lemonade. Glass of air has water, vapor, so glass has water mindset. The nature of the glass is the return to empty. Oh god. I mean, this is part of the nature of the glass. The other part is its nature to be filled with something. Right? Like, it's a glass. Not a... Okay, hold on. What's the thing that's always returning to empty? Like the freaking bamboo fountain kind of thingy that just flips and lets the water out of it? I don't know. I probably don't even know what I'm talking about. That was very that was very nothing? But oh no, ants! No! Yeah, but abstract imagery. Let's balance the water pours out when it's full enough. Yeah. Yeah. What about that thing? Is it nature to be filled? Or is it nature to be empty? Glass half broken versus glass half left. Oh no. Okay, that's kind of a different... I guess that's a different thing. Because if your glass is half broken, then honestly, I think this just flips the entire perspective, because who is the normal person in the situation? If you think that the glass is half broken, then you're like, oh, you know, I cannot use it anymore, I cannot drink out of it because it will cut my mouth or something. However, some people will be like, oh, I mean, there's half of the glass left, which means, I don't know, that it can be a it can become a weapon or something? I don't know. Like, what would you do about it? None of it makes sense. What if there just isn't a glass? What is there instead? Plastic cup? Glass, half glass, half... No! I don't want half plastic! No! Plastic is scary. That doesn't make any sense, but let's go with it. Who's a turtle? Wait, what? No! God. A turtle or a bird, I guess. I don't know. I only... Yeah. I was so confused for a minute. I was like, what? What do you mean? God damn it. Turtles think plastic is tasty? Cats do too. At least some of them. I don't know why. Why would you think that plastic is tasty? What if it's a smart turtle? I want to make a technology joke, but I feel like it's dumb. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Turtle? What the fuck did I just say? Turtle. Plastic half tasty, half bitter. They developed worms which eat plastics? Are they even... No, I don't want to! I'm not even sure how I made that sound. That was not a word. I don't know what it was. But if the worms are eating plastics, are these worms even like are they plastic themselves? Are they even like I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. It just doesn't make sense in my mind. Fungi. The shroom that consumes. Fuck. I don't know how this conversation went here, but you know, I'm not complaining. What else is eating plastic? Oh, I think we shouldn't be doing that much with plastic. I think you just stop. Oh, speaking of, actually, this is going to sound silly, but I have this tiny Christmas tree that I've been using for a couple of years. And because I'm lazy and I don't feel like redecorating, I just put it in like a plastic bag and I hide it so it doesn't get dust all over it when it's just, you know, hidden the other however many days of the year. And I've been using like an old bag that has like it was like a white bag with like a picture of Santa on it. And this year, when I took out the bag, I realized that it's not tied, and the rubber band that I had on the top on the bottom, it you know it just dried and broke. But also, the bag itself, I think it started like deteriorating. Like in one part, it just, when I touched it lightly, it just started ripping. Like it's not made out of, you know, elastic plastic, or if it was just made of paper. And I'm like, wow, I thought that's so amazing. I've been keeping this shit so long that it just started falling apart. Worms, the special bacteria in the digestive system which dissolve plastic? Oh, that kind of thing. Plastic is weak? Yeah. It's just You know, it was unexpected. I was like, but I don't have a bag to keep my plastic tree in now. Bad. Get another bag. But that means I have to get more plastic. And I was just using something I found at home. If I can find another one, I don't know. This plastic, that plastic was evolving into microplastic? Jesus Christ. I think all of us are microplastic now. It's just terrifying. There's no such thing as microglass. I think. That would be terrifying. Be like, ooh, there's microglass in my veins. Ooh, my body is cut from the inside because of the microglasses. What am I even saying? Yeah, glass dust. Oh no, 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 no. No, I don't want glass dust. That's terrifying. All I can think of is this kind of glass that I don't remember exactly. I watched a movie that had this somewhere in it, or maybe there was a YouTube video. I don't fucking know. It was something about how some drug dealers would put like not shatter glass, but like tiny glass, just maybe glass dust into the narcotics, so that when someone actually, you know, takes the drugs, it will like cut their nose on the inside or some shit. I don't know. I don't remember. This is like very out of context, out of any kind of sense. Just some vague memory that I have in my brain somewhere of watching a video. Half that glass, half dust, how solid? Every time something sandy falls to orbit, it burns the glass. Oh no! A lot of dust that builds up is actually from space. Oh yeah, I'm aware of that. This is kind of funny. I heard that American cheese contains plastic. Isn't American cheese just plastic? I don't know. No, I'm joking. But everything I hear about American cheese is just terrifying. But yeah, I know that dust is from space, which is silly. I'm not exactly sure how it works. I always imagine it's like, oh, you know, sometimes when you see like a shooting star, that maybe it's a tiny little bit of like a meteorite just burning, and it just falls down as just, you know, a little bit of dust. And you just, when you clean your house, it's like, ooh, it's all of these little planets that I have in my shell. No, it's not like that, but it's just funny to imagine. Most of the dust is just fibers of your clothes and dead skin, which is you. Yeah. Is it all American food plastic? Partially, I guess. There is some truth to that. Like those plastic wedges we used to play with as kids. Oh god. Man. You think they eat those? Our food is all corn syrup. Common mistake. Oh yeah. The thing with corn syrup, it always fucks me up. Whenever you hear about it, it's like, oh my god. Y'all need to stop with corn. No politics, I vibe with that. Hello. Yeah, we talk about plastic. We talk about plastic. About what else we talk about? About food and worms and fish. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, perfectly normal. Hold on. Fish! Fish! Yes, it is mostly fish, actually. That's correct. But I don't know. What else? What else? What about you're not going to say anything more about dust from space? I thought we're going somewhere with that. I said something silly and then the topic changed and then it didn't get any further. Didn't go any further. Excuse me. I need to take a sip. But good. This way we can chill like we would be in the East. Yeah. I don't know. I don't have any more info on space dust. Oh, so that was just a random piece of information. I understand. This is something I also am filled with. My brain is just a bin of little pieces. What? I bet that sounded even worse without the context that I have in my head. You have stuff in your brain? You don't? I mean, if I have stuff in my brain, it's just what's the name? It's proof that I have brain. A brain even. My head empty. No closed doors there. Just take. Oh god. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. But yeah. I don't know. Is this something that you... Oh god, I'm sorry, I touched the microphone. This is something that happens to me a lot with, but, you know, speaking of information, this happens to me a lot because my memory is not really all that great, I feel. So, every time I learn something new, it's like the whole thing doesn't really stay in the brain, you know? It's like some percentage of it just you know gets missed, you know. It doesn't get there, doesn't record. And the more time passes, the less I remember, which, you know, it's true with all people, I think. That, you know, as time goes on and you don't really repeat or, you know, think about something, then you're going to forget some part of it. But I'm talking to people every now and then, and I want to say something that I've heard or I knew, like a, you know, like a little fact or some piece of information or maybe something funny I've read about. And I cannot really do it because I remember like 10% of it. And it's like, if I just say the 10%, people are like, you know, it doesn't really work. Like it's not really sharing any information because, you know, I don't know where I read about that thing. I don't know fully exactly if it's true for like in every case. So it just feels like I'm making shit up sometimes, and it's so annoying. You talk to people. Retention is repetition. It is, yeah. Are you not people? Maybe isn't the mind a bit hard to share? You know, if it was, that would make me feel a little better, probably. If I knew that it's there, but I just don't know how to really share it with people. Repetition is retention. Repetition is repetition. That's the truth. That's all it is. Just keep a tab open on your phone and pull it up and say. If I did that, I would have like 5,000 tabs right now. Probably more. However, there's a better chance that I will forget that I have the tab open. And I'll find it randomly, just looking for something else. You know, at one point I'd be like, oh, where is this thing? I had it open somewhere here, and I'll find this fact that I forgot about. And it's not really relevant at this point at all. You do sports? No, I don't do any sports. I was never much into sports, actually. I don't know why. I remember my parents always being upset about it because my mom was very much into volleyball, and she was like, "What? Why can't you play? Why can't you play the volleyball?" And I'm like, "I don't know." Oh god. But yeah, I was never into sports. You know, I remember in school, a lot of people would be like, "Oh, what's your favorite class?" You know, it's like, "What's your favorite subject?" And a lot of kids are always like, you know, "Oh, I like the exercises because I don't have to sit at a desk and, you know, and learn and do math or other things. I can just run around." And I'm like, that's what I hate the most. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do physical exercise. What are you talking about? Sports inferiority award. I mean, they all have their merits, you know. But yeah, everyone has their own special thing. How often do you eat per day? Like if it goes to like meals, I think then that would be 2. I think, you know, breakfast and like dinner. I usually just snack around a day, but yeah, I don't really eat much. I always thought I did, but my family is of a different opinion for some reason. I should really... you know what? I really don't like cooking when that we are talking about it. I never liked cooking. The issue is, I don't know, do you guys like cooking? Because I felt like whenever I had this conversation with people, they're always like, yeah, it's like, I don't hate it, but like, I will do it. And I'm just like, god damn it, why am I different? Imagine sporting, we can draw people sporting. This is almost like saying, imagine sporting when you can watch people sporting. You love cooking? What's your favorite thing to make? I want to know. I cannot really cook a lot of things. I was, you know, now that we're talking about it, can you cook? I actually much prefer baking because I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm just a very picky eater. Like I'm not very good with some textures and some foods. Like there's some food, something's not okay in this brain here. But yeah, I just like I always had issues with like just doing the cooking. But with baking it was easier. I felt like, you know, what's the thing with baking? It's supposed to be sweet and supposed to taste nice. And I feel like with savory things it's a much easier to fuck it up, because if you mix like the wrong spices or maybe the wrong herbs, it's just not gonna work well. Or maybe it can be too salty or not salty enough. It's just like, it's complicated. Likely depending on the resources, like bolognese. What's your favorite dish? I think, I would. I remember that for a long time I was saying that my favorite thing was fish, but that doesn't really explain much because there are many different kinds of fish. Saag paneer. I love Indian food. My god. Can you make paneer makhani? Tuna? I never had tuna, actually. So I know it sounds silly, but I never did. I never had tuna. But I like fried fish. Like any kind of fried fish, just give it to me. I will consume. You have to try. It's I really like it. I'm not sure if this is the one. I'm not sure if paneer makhani is the one with chicken or the one with the cheese, but it's basically butter chicken. I like it a lot. I tried making it like 3 times. It never really tasted the way that I had in a restaurant. It never got there with the taste. I really don't have fast food. I like lasagna. I like lasagna too. I was considering mentioning lasagna, but then I was like, everyone is going to say I'm Garfield or something. But yeah, I think I like fish more anyway. I'm not, minced meat is not really the kind of meat I like a lot. I generally avoid it. And some people are trying Indian food other than butter chicken. None. Yeah, butter chicken's good, but yeah. I remember trying what are we, 5? Wait, what are we talking about? What from a can? Wait, hold on. I kind of lost the frigging the context here. But yeah, I tried a lot of Indian food. And it was really good. I remember the first time I had it, I was like so confused because like it was like it not in a negative sense. It was just the tastes were so different than what I'm used to. And then I remember I just couldn't stop going. I liked it so much. Rich. Okay. Oh no! Hard bath, no! Canned tuna? Yeah, I did not have canned tuna. The only canned fish that I had ever, I think, is what's the fish called? Well, it can be mackerel as well, but you know, it's the kind of fish that they have in like tomato sauce. What? Isn't that weird? I never had sardines either. Happy fuck 2024! Yes! Get rid of 2024! Fuck it! Eat shit! God damn it. But yeah, the year was horrible. And we want a new one. And we want to eat more food. I think that's kind of where we're going. But why is it weird that I never had like canned tuna or sardines? I don't know. Never ever had ketchup with rice? I tried once, and it's like the first bite you take, you're like, oh okay, I can eat this, and then you take the second bite and you're like, oh my god, ew. What stinky fish? You have to be more specific. A lot of people think that every fish is stinky, and I'm like, what do you mean? I don't really mind like the smell of fish. I don't know if I'm weird, but that's just how it is with me. The parting on me, and I feel like that's just something to say hi. Ah, it's okay. Get some rest, Doc. Hope you feel better soon. Oh, what's starstrumming? This is taking a very interesting turn. I am multi-platforming. Yeah, I have some viewers from YouTube as well. However, most of them are on Twitch anyway. I only mind smell once in non-fish related places. Makes sense, I guess. What? Okay, hold on, let me check that fish. Like my garage, wait, hold on. Like my garage when my roommate won't stop going ice fishing the sea. Oh man. I have my uncles, all of them. Well, not all of them, but most of them fish. So I kinda am used to that smell. I never had that fish. I don't know what rakfisk is. I had that. Norwegian stinky fish. Went to the beach once and the smell of fish was very bad. I could not understand how people ate them. Oh. I don't know. I like fish. I don't know. I guess I was just I was just born into the fish world. Sounds silly out of context. Well, there is no context. There's just fish. Bluegill. Hold on. I don't remember the names of fish. Like, I always keep forgetting. But I'm pretty sure the one that we eat a lot. I don't think it's trout. Hold on. Like, the most known fish in Poland is probably carp, because that's the fish you eat for Christmas. But that's the only time you eat it, actually. So it doesn't really mean a lot. And let's see. Herrings are popular. That's what people eat a lot. And then be I'm not exactly sure how to describe it. But they're not fried or anything. Although they can be too, but they're like fermented in oil or some shit. I don't know. Why do fish smell so much? I heard that fish only smell bad when they go bad, but then there's some people who say that it's not true, so I don't even know. So crazy about it, there's a New Year's giant mechanical walleye that drops at midnight instead of a bowl. What? What the heck? What does that mean? I don't mind the smell of raw fish. Neither. Me neither. The fish good. Whoa, wait, what? My brain. What were you about to say? It means America is great. I'm just thinking about all of the different fish games that we still need to play, but probably not today. Just kinda wanted to have like a little lazy stream, just chatting and seeing where we go. Web fishing when? Web fishing is expensive! A game has to cost $5. Call of Duty, you mean? No. Catfishing? What is catfishing? What's that word? The, well, do I have 2 or 3 more? $4.99? Wait, it is? What? What? Oh. It is. What the fuck? It's not on sale though. We'll find any excuse to not spend money. Fish versus fish. Sweet summer child. Oh man. But we have two games that we still have to play. They're not, well, they are kind of fishing. They're not really fully fish, but they are fishing. I Am Fish and Simple Fish Adventure are just very special. And I'm not sure if there are any more of their kind. But the 2 more that I have to play, plenty of fishy games. What are there, fish? Or are there fishing? Huh? Yeah, the two more games that I have is Dredge and Dave the Diver. So we'll probably maybe we'll start with that on Thursday. Ooh. Because I haven't picked yet. And there are a lot of options. Just fishy. You know what? Fair enough. You probably think that most of the games on my list are fishy. Which I cannot even argue with, because I don't even know myself. Is there sea in a fish? If you are swimming, like if fish is swimming and it has water in its mouth, does it mean that it has ocean in its mouth or the sea in its mouth? Is it fish in the ocean or ocean in the fish? God. What do you like doing in your free time? I mostly just play games. Kind of silly ones, like sleep. Well, I do sleep a lot too, but silly things. I like. Recently, I've started playing a lot of simulators because these are the kind of no-thinking games. But my favorite type would probably be RPGs. Recently, I was thinking about how I've managed to somehow score like 400 hours in Skyrim one year, and I'm not even sure how I did it, because it wasn't like I was playing the game the whole year. I was playing the game for like 3 months. Where the heck did I find all of the time? I have no idea. But either way, sometimes there just would be that one game that I just kind of lock in on. And yeah. Both. Both. The fish. Fish never ends. Fish end? RPGs can be amazing. You like Fallout? Yeah, I actually, I've played Fallout 1 and 2. I've played Fallout 2 this year. Spent like, what was it, 60 hours streaming that game? That it was too long and too much. And I've started Fallout 3, played a little bit, but might probably just play that game off stream, because I think this one also is going to take a long time, and I think I'm going to probably play like shorter games on stream, because if a game is taking like 4 months or more, it feels like too much, you know? It's just too long, and I fear that we all are going to get bored of it eventually. And I feel like just trying new things every now and then will be a lot of fun. My work has changed my desktop background 3 times today. What did they change it to? Somehow I like Oblivion much better. I've never played Oblivion. Funnily enough, Skyrim was the first Elder Scrolls game I've played. And then I tried Arena. It scared me, but with the help of a walkthrough, I finished it. Even though it was very scary. I don't know. I just found it very terrifying. And we played Daggerfall 2 years ago. And the next in order is Morrowind, but I'm not sure when I'll start this. I feel like I kind of need more peace of mind to do that. I feel like I'm not really ready for another RPG that will require, you know, my attention, like my full undivided attention, in a sense. Like I've just been playing games that don't really require any attention, almost. Like this weekend, well, you know what I've played? I've played freaking Slime Rancher, because I was like, you know what? I want to play a game, but I cannot really focus on anything. So I'm just running around after slimes, because nothing better came to mind. I tried like 5 different games and none of it worked. Generic wallpapers, but with our company logo? I was so disappointed at Slime Rancher 2. Man, maybe you can explain to me what's up with that, because I actually have not played that. But I just saw... I didn't really do much research, because I figured every time I Google something, it's still finished, but every time I Google something, I just get spoilers. So I did not research it. But I'm like curious, what's like what would be, you know, your comparison between the two, and why seemingly people don't like Slime Rancher 2 as much. I understand that, especially taking content to account, were you able to get content of it? Yeah, I did not stream Fallout 1, only Fallout 2. And you know, I guess half and half would be the answer. Like half yes, half no. There were a lot of funny moments, definitely, and a lot of time when I would get to chat with new people and have very interesting conversations that probably otherwise wouldn't have happened. But there was also a lot of time when nothing really was happening, because I got stuck on something silly and been save scumming for like half an hour. And yeah, that was just like a waste of time. And I think that kind of taught me that if there's something that I'm confused about, then I'm not confused about, but you know, if there's something that requires a little bit of grinding, you're like, well, thank you. Then maybe I shouldn't really make it the center of the stream, you know? Just maybe try to make something that's more condensed for streaming. For example, I played Final Fantasy 1 last year and finished at the beginning of this year actually. And the Pixel Remaster, by the way, not the original. And the original I never really got much into because the grinding was just, you know, it just scared me. I just wasn't ready to do it. Felt like it's going to be painful and I don't really have a lot of patience. And with the Pixel Remaster, I know that they removed the requirement for grind. Not like fully, but most of it. And most of what you do, just, you know, naturally exploring is really enough to just finish the game. So it took me, I don't know, 10 hours, I think? Not, maybe less, maybe more, I don't know. Something around that. And it was a lot of fun. I felt like it was just, you know, the perfect amount for the stream. Because playing a game through streams takes a lot longer because I cannot just, you know, start in the morning when if I have an off day, since I'm kind of just, you know, used to streaming in the evenings, and it would be weird for me to suddenly change the time. And I can't really stream the whole day either. Not like I should be playing games the whole day, but anyway. I think that anything that's like 10 to 20 hours is acceptable. Anything above that is hit or miss. Because yeah, Daggerfall and Fallout 2, very long, very fun, but maybe not for stream. Like, if I'm going to play games like this on stream, I'm definitely not going to do the whole game. Like, I might do a little bit. Maybe I'll start, you know, do like a couple streams, and then I'll finish off stream. Because I feel like with games like that, it, you know, kind of gets repetitive, in some sense. And if I only knew what to talk about, it wouldn't really be a problem. But sometimes I just, you know, I'm like, I just want to play the game, and my brain isn't really ready to really come up with a topic and hold a coherent conversation about it. So it just never goes anywhere. And I feel like it can be boring. I don't know, maybe not true, but I don't know. Just 10 reasons. And part of it is also that I'm, well, impatient. So if I know a game is going to take me 4 months to finish, because I can only play that game for like 6 to 8 hours a week, because I try not to stream more, because there's just a lot of footage afterwards, and I have to do other things as well. This is going to take a while, and I usually don't even do that much. Like, I will usually try to play different games at once, so it's not like the one single game that I'm playing without a break for 3 months. That would be really boring, I think. Isn't finished, it's fun and whole, and a great time sink for a while until you collect the few slimes there are. Release the game with less than half of things released. Like it's some kind of... Wait, what? Really? Oh my god. What was the... do you know how it was with the Elder Scrolls, I was about to say? How it was with the first Slime Rancher? Because I know that there was a lot of updates through... I only started playing that game after, you know, second was really close to releasing. So I don't know how it went. But I know that also was in like early access. And a lot of things were being added and updated along the way. But I don't know, maybe just there aren't even any updates. Very few. I understand that I will try forcing myself to talk much in the beginning, and now I search games I can yap about. Does it matter what game you play for a content strategy? Not really, I think. Yeah, I just need to. I definitely need to find like more topics. um, a lot of the time when I play a game like that, you know, something very old. Oh, not very old, although most of the games I play are very old anyway. But if I play something long, then I have, you know, a couple of topics that the game reminds me about, and just some random things that come to mind. But sometimes it's like I just don't have anything in my head. It's like I want to play the game, but I don't have anything else going on that I could talk about. So if it's like, if it's the same game over and over, then eventually I kind of run out of things to say, which is probably not the case for a lot of other people, but I'm still kind of trying to work out my way of, you know, progressing through that. I need a lot of practice still. Once in a millennium. Yeah, I don't know, I feel like a game in early access, it shouldn't really be like it really depends on what type of game it is. Because say if you have a game that has a fun gameplay loop, then it can be okay to really go out with it for early access. But with Slime Rancher, I think this is like a very specific thing. And it's actually the case for a couple of games lately, I think. Because Slime Rancher, there's Slime Rancher, there's also like City Skylines, there's House Flipper, not sure what else, but like these are the couple of games that had a very solid first game, and like a lot of people like them. And a lot of people put many hours into those, and then they had the sequel, and the sequel generally doesn't do as well because, first of all, the sequel has less content because it just makes sense, right? Like the first game, it was, you know, it was released and it was developed for a couple more years. It had new content being added. And then when they released the sequel, they kind of start over. But I think the problem here is that you can't really start, like, the only way it would make sense if the sequel had all of the content from the first game right away, instead of being like, you know, a reheated thingy. I think they kind of take some inspiration from like Sims, from what Sims were for a long time. You know, the Sims franchise, you know, every time a new game in the series came out, they kind of, most of the content, it was, you know, released in patches, you know, in expansions, you know. Like Sims 1, Sims 2, Sims 3, Sims 4, all of them had their own like pets expansion. I'm not even gonna go into detail of 4. I don't keep up with that shit. I don't know what's happening there. I know that every expansion is like split into 4 different expansions or packs or whatever. I don't want to know. But I feel like this is something that worked with Sims because every time the game was a bit different. But, you know, even then it just wasn't really that many games. And with Slime Rancher and well, House Flipper, and same with what was the other game I said? City Skylines. The first game already was just, like, such a big thing, and the second is kind of like a more polished version of it. Like, say you had a game, but it had like a remake, but it didn't have all of the parts that you liked about the previous version, then it's very likely you're going to just continue playing the old one anyway. And I feel like this is the case here. And I'm also worried about Planet Coaster, because I have not played that yet, but I know there's a Planet Coaster too, and I don't even know what the opinions are about that game. But I fear fear it might be the case with that one as well, where everyone liked Planet Coaster 1 and it had a lot of, you know, additional content, and then there's a sequel, and it really won't go that far, and I don't know. There's a lot of things going on here. My brain doesn't. What I said, well, maybe not makes a lot of sense, but it's just kind of how I feel about it. I feel for me it's not easy because of pace maybe. So I need people to talk to. How was it for you in the beginning of your Switch journey? I know I was in the beginning. I was very like I was very shy. I wouldn't talk a lot at all. Like I would just, you know, I would just try to comment on what I'm doing, and every time someone joined the chat, I would just, you know, try to make sure to be nice to them, and like continue with what they wanted to talk about, and I would repeat myself constantly because I would just run out of things to say. So thankfully, the games I played in the very beginning, they were not really games that required a lot of, you know, spontaneous time filling, let's say. Because what I played in the beginning, I think that the game I played first was Deltarune, which, you know, maybe that wasn't the best pick, but, you know, it still was like a very, very story-based thing. So there's a lot you can just, you know, talk about, just kind of speculate about what you think is going to happen or what's happening. And then I played Phantasmagoria, which is a movie... What's a full motion video game? I played 2 of those actually. And, you know, very, very story based, you know, just basically an adventure game. And the good thing about those games is that there's just a lot going on. And you don't really have to make up your own topics, because you kind of, you know, comment on what's happening, and you can act like you're talking to the characters, and you can speculate with the chat. I feel like it's always fun when the story is like such a big part of the game that it's like, you know, it's like watching a movie with friends, and you just, you know, you just think about, oh, maybe it's this, maybe it's this, maybe, you know, you're trying to figure out what the secret is, what the answer might be, and I think it's really fun. So when I played what was the first game that really kinda... I do the Polish squats in the moments! Let me finish! What was the first game that I really had problems with speaking? Not problems with, but like, that was really different. I think that was The Long Drive. That was the game that I played. And it's basically like a driving simulator. There is no story at all, you just kind of do things. So it was the same with like Supermarket Simulator when I played it, because again, it's just a simulator. You do some things, but it's basically like a very simplistic gameplay loop. You don't... Like, you can comment on some things, but eventually you will start repeating yourself. So I feel like with those type of games, you really need to have some topics on hand. You know, if you are very good with just, you know, making up topics, like if you're someone who can small talk anytime you want, then it's probably not going to be a problem, because you probably will just keep coming up with different topics and different ideas for conversations. But for me, it's like, you know, I would chat about a little bit about what I'm doing, about, you know, silly things I found, and then I'm just like, I'm just driving, and I don't know what to say. And yeah, I'm working on it. Sometimes I can make a conversation and then it just like goes for an hour, but there are other times when I'll just get stuck and it's not really moving forward at all. A lot of successor games are worse than the originals. You were pretty talkative when I started watching. I hope so. I tried. I feel like it's like a roller coaster. Sometimes I can just talk for like 3 hours, and sometimes I'll do a little bit of chatting for 20 minutes and then it's silence. I don't know. Like nothing comes to mind. Is it snowing outside? No. Hardly no. But okay, fine. 10 squats. And Polish mode as well. But yeah. How long is Polish mode? Was it 3 minutes? I already forgot. Yeah. Raz, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3. Świat się kończy w przyszłym roku? Dopiero? Właśnie miałam się... Ja zrobiłam już wcześniej. Nie wiem. Ale mogę się wyciągnąć raz, bo chcę. Nie wiem nawet, o czym mogę mówić, kiedy mówię po polsku. Czasami jest tak, że po prostu... To jest prawie tak samo jak z grami w sumie, że jeżeli gram w coś aktualnie, to po prostu mówię głupie rzeczy, które robię. I to jest bez większego znaczenia. O czym mówię tak naprawdę? Bo to jest to samo w sumie, co po angielsku, tylko gadam bzdury po polsku i czasami powiem coś bez sensu, bo w sumie to i tak większość ludzi nie zauważy. Czasami nie, tylko czasami. I... Cóż. Co jeszcze? No tak. Więc jeżeli nie rozmawiam, co gadam. Jeżeli w tym czasie akurat nie gram, ktoś mi da. Silne mówienie po polsku. To nie mam pojęcia, o czym mówić, dlatego że nie mam czego komentować. Nie mam z kim prowadzić dyskusji, bo nikogo nie ma. Zwykle. Czasami jest 1-2 osoby, które mówią po polsku, a czasami nie. I nie mam wtedy o czym mówić, nie mam z kim rozmawiać, muszę gadać do siebie i muszę wymyślać temat na poczekaniu, tak jak teraz. Teraz nie jest najgorzej. Więc może to jest coś, nad czym powinnam pracować w przyszłym roku. 2025. Gadamy więcej o niczym. Nie wiem. Ciekawe, czy to działa, bo to chyba nie działa. Miałam to kiedyś, ale... Chyba już nie mam. O Boże, jakie smutne. O to. O mój Boże. Czemu to nie działa? Straszne. Straszne i straszne. W większości straszne. Jeszcze minutę, ale już nie wiem, o czym rozmawiać. Skończyły mi się pomysły. Dzisiaj muszę iść napisy, które nie działają. Dzisiaj muszę iść wcześniej spać, myślę. Nie wiem po co. Skoro jutro jest Sylwester. Ale... Mam wrażenie, że powinna. Okay, I think that it's been 3 minutes. I hope. I've just been trying to make something. You talk very fast. I need to speak slowly when I'm speaking English because otherwise I'm going to trip on my tongue. I do talk very fast. And it's a problem for the most part. Because I will talk in a way that's incomprehensible for a lot of people. You know, and I'll say something and my family just be there like, what? I don't know why. I think it's just the ADHD, but it might be not, maybe something else. I think it's part of that. It's my dad also is a person that speaks very fast, but he's even worse than me. Even we don't understand him for the most part. I'm just joking, but yeah, I think speaking fast is something that I really kind of want to get rid of, because it only makes things more difficult. Hold on, let me catch up on the chat. Because when I'm speaking Polish, I just kind of like rumble to myself and not look at the chat because I cannot answer anyway. Just like, who's going to understand what I'm saying? For 2025, I'm getting hand stream? Probably, because I have at least 2 sewing streams. So, that'll be hands. That'll be hands. I'm currently also like silent for it feels like an hour. You know what? I think. Oh, I can say something actually, because it reminded me of something. You know, in the beginning when I was streaming, I knew very well that I shouldn't stay quiet for long, and the way I kind of worked on it was that I tried to say something. You know, I just tried to say anything. But the funniest part is that when I was watching a video afterwards, I realized that I'm always speaking after a set interval every time. So it's like I'm talking, yeah, this is something. I don't know. Do you guys think this is nice? Yeah, you know, it would be like always like I always had a break and I would say something and it's like very it's like very superficial. But you know, it's just a growing pain. But you know, I'm not really embarrassed about it because I know that was just, you know, a stepping stone basically. Also about where's the redeem for only cursing? Why would I even? How would I even speak? English doesn't have enough curses. And I don't want to curse in Polish. And about closed captions, actually. I had them on the setup like a year ago. And then I fucked up. Oh, Jesus Christ, I was supposed to not curse. Jesus. Reset! Reset! I won't teach you! Stop it. But yeah, the thing about the closed captions, I had them a year ago. Then I was redoing my what's the word? Setup. And they would stop working every now and then, but eventually, I don't know, I'm not sure if the plugin just stopped working or if I messed something up, but it's just, like, right now it's not here anymore. I mean, right now I know it's not here because I reinstalled OBS, but earlier, I'm not really sure what happened. Like, I think it just stopped working at one point and I deleted it or something, I'm not sure. But I'll have to look up into something that can auto-translate. But you see, however, it's part of the fun, being able to say something. No, I'll be silly being like, it's part of the fun when I can say something and you don't understand. This like, doesn't make a lot of sense. Or any sense whatsoever, actually. So you can, I should let Polish so we can chat when I make you speak Polish. It's silly whenever someone redeems that, and then I start speaking something like, "Aha, I can say whatever because nobody understands me." And then every time I say this, someone, the child, will just suddenly show up and be like, "I can understand you," and I'm like, "Oh, never mind." I streamed for 10 hours in silence at one point. Why? Why? Just why? I just got a translation of Polish mode. So Rose roasting Santa because he did not give her again. Oh god. Yeah, the closed captions are... I think... Oh my god, the thing about YouTube, because I actually had closed captions YouTube for a long time, but the issue is I use Restream, and Restream... like, the good thing about Restream I really like is that I don't have to log into YouTube and create the event every time, because Restream does it automatically for me, so I can do everything from OBS. However, closed captions on YouTube, they require you to have, like, you cannot have super low latency as a setup, because then the system doesn't have, like, enough time to generate the captions. So you need, like, normal latency or, like, low latency, I'm not really sure. But either way, the issue with Restream is that it won't let you choose. So every time I do a stream without setting up the event on YouTube first, the closed caption setting will reverse, because Restream will just, like, you know, switch the latency to very, very fast. Very low, I mean. And the closed captions just break. And I just keep forgetting about it as well, so it just... like Sisyphus with his rock. For me, it's just like I said yep in every second sentence. You know what? Fair enough. Yeah, I do repeat myself a lot still. It's fine. I think it's really seeing to get viewers that resonate and for what I need content, because when topics get delivered by chat, it gets easier, doesn't it? Yeah, exactly. Like, sometimes I will just get stuck and someone in the chat will just, you know, bring up a topic, and suddenly we continue on with the topic for like an hour, because suddenly we realize that there's a lot to be said about it, and it kind of relates maybe to what we are doing at the moment anyway, so it can be a long conversation. And yeah, I always appreciate it whenever like someone in the chat wants to bring up a topic or talk about something, because sometimes I do have something I want to talk about, and then it's like a race in my mind, trying to finish the topic that I am currently talking about, but also trying to not forget what the viewer has mentioned, and it's like chaos. But sometimes I am just mumbling about what silly loot I found in a grocery store in Fallout, and yes. And then it's very nice to just have someone bring up a topic so we can do something that's less boring. You roast chat every Polish mode? No, I don't! You wear perfume? No. Not like I don't have any, I just never remember. I'm the kind of person who will just forget anything that's not... That's not really... not necessary, but like... If the advantage is not obvious, then I will forget about it. I'm bad at talking to myself out loud, and then here we are pre-stream. Then you were pre-stream chat for 2 hours. What's the point of wearing perfume if you don't get out? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I guess that's a very important point that I omitted. I think that the thing about streaming is that in the beginning you do need to talk to yourself a lot. And well, I mean, right now I am talking to myself, but at the same time I'm talking to you, so I kind of know that there's a second person like behind the screen, so I can, you know, I can talk to you. But if I'm like, if I try to record something, you know, for a video, I never managed to really make it sound good. So, when I started streaming, it was very difficult to just start talking. I felt silly. I couldn't really figure out how to do this. But I guess I just managed to kind of, what's the word? Convince myself that it's not just me. Doesn't always work, but sometimes it does. Some perfume makes me gag. I don't know what's in some of them. Sometimes you just want to smell nice. You don't like your own smell. Yeah, I mean, you have a point. Sometimes it's like this, but like most of the time I just don't go anywhere, so I won't use perfume. And when I do go outside, I forget about it, so I don't wear any. Because it's like, I don't do it daily, so I won't remember about it if it's a special occasion. Maybe that doesn't make a lot of sense, but that's kind of how it is with me. I vibe with that, actually. I think it's sad that people hide the frequent fragrance. I feel like we talk together and I enjoy talking to you. What is the closest border to your residence? I don't have any border. I am at the sea. Sadly, I'm like almost in the middle of the country, except no, it's like, yeah, somewhat in the middle. It's like there's just like nothing. Fishmans, they like, it's the sea. People tell me cologne and where it makes me smell old. What the heck? Really? I live in a lighthouse. I might live in a lighthouse. You don't have proof that that's not the case. Mononoke! Hello! How you doing? Smell old? Actually, I think I can see. What? You can tell which one it is just from the description? That's scary. But I don't know anything about like perfume. There's a lot of perfume that actually just smells the same to me. And then there are some that I don't know how people pick their favorite fragrance. Because like there's a lot of them that smell nice. And I'm just here like, how do you know which one is for you? Like I don't know. Like maybe this one's better, maybe this one, but like they're all kind of nice. But like I never had this experience where I would, you know, I would smell something and be like, oh, this is my favorite one, you know? I don't know. The new computer smell isn't that like the plastic? Oh my god, Metal Gear. Guys, we need to play Metal Gear! We should do that soon, because... Freshly applied thermal paste. Oh! Okay, Spiffy! Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a great rest of the day. What the heck? Wait, sorry. I got like my brain froze for a moment. I was just reading chat and I'm like, chat. Forgot I'm here. But stop calling people old. What I wanted to say was Metal Gear, and that I really want to play all of the Metal Gear Solid games, but I need to play the original Metal Gear as well, because I only watched that game, and then Primo was like, Metal Gear, like fuck. So, I guess we'll be playing the original Metal Gear. Well, maybe not original, I think they're like... Isn't that like there are two versions or some shit? I'm not exactly sure. I'm not saying one and two exactly, just... But there was one for a different system or something? Maybe I'm just losing my mind, I'm not sure. Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain is really good. I don't have a car, no. I'm like... I have a license, but I don't drive. Either. And that's why I don't have a car right now either, but I don't trust myself with driving, because I am the kind of person that tends to you know, I will just start thinking about something and forget where I am. And I feel like I'm not the best person to drive. I feel like I would get in an accident. Maybe not, but you know, I just feel like I just don't feel safe behind the wheel. Like I much prefer someone else to do that. I just sit there. You don't need to play Metal Gear 1 and 2. There's the MSX version of Oh, yeah. Okay, that's the case. Yeah. Okay, I've watched the playthrough of 1 and 2, the MSX. I know there's an NES version. It seems weird. I don't think I've even seen the full thing. But I will. Okay, I will play the MSX version. Nia? You know, I think I know, but I don't think I've watched a stream. I call her grandma because she's 1 year older than me. Oh my god. What is Snatcher? Wait, isn't that... Wait, I think I know what game you're what Snatcher is. But I think I know it from like a very random source. A streamer I watch binged literally every Metal Gear and did a year of Metal Gear from Metal Gear 1 from Phantom Gain. Phantom Pain! They managed to finish in the middle of December. Whoa. That's crazy! Yeah, I've only played the first Metal Gear Solid, and that was 2020 maybe. Or 21, I'm not sure. And I wanted to, you know, continue with the second game afterwards, but it never really happened. So, might as well just start over at this point. Hold on. Give me a second. This. Snatcher. Oh no. Oh yeah, it is a cyberpunk game. Okay, good. I'm glad I'm actually remembering something. So you know, the only reason I know of that game is because I was watching. Do you guys know Premiere 2? I remember that Pete, the person behind the channel, was... I don't know what he was playing, but I don't remember he mentioned that game. And I was like, ooh, I mean old cyberpunk game, right? Let me write that down. And I don't really watch a lot of streams, but this is the one I remember. Because I remember the game being mentioned. Your reflection, what do you think about teleportation as a concept? I would love teleportation to be a viable option when it comes to travel. Because honestly, I have a friend that lives on like the other side of the globe, and I get to see them. Well, I saw them this year, and I'm going to see them again soon. However, previously I saw them like 4 years ago or 5, I don't remember. So it sucks not being able to see each other and just do so many things. It will be fun to just, you know, just teleport and like go to a store and be silly. And be like, hey, let's just go look at some antiques. Because it's like a very like mundane thing to do, but it's so much better when you can just have fun with a friend. And it's not that's really a valid reason to just spend a lot of money to travel somewhere just to do that, you know? Flying sucks ass. Yeah, it kinda does. And it takes a long time too. Just eh. But yeah, since you've mentioned Snatcher, has any of you played Snatcher? Super equal on that? How do you travel usually? Either car or train, but mostly train actually, because yeah, I don't drive myself, so unless I'm going somewhere with like a family member in his car, but normally train. I don't know, I used to hate trains. I don't know why, I just was scared of trains for some time. But now I you know, appreciate the convenience. I will teleport, but the atomic reconstruction and the... Yeah, yeah, I don't want to think about the, like, realistic... requirements. I just like it as an idea. I played Snatcher, it's pretty good. Nice. I've never even seen the gameplay, so I'm just very curious. And, I don't know, I often like playing games without like any prior knowledge. Sometimes it's good having some knowledge because you know what to expect and what to really... how to start. Because sometimes with some games it's like you start the game and you just have no clue what to even do. And this was me with Fallout when I played the first game in the beginning, because I just didn't know what the heck, how to even play this. Like I felt like I'm just all that's happening is I'm dying and nothing works. But you know, it's just you kind of need to learn, and that's just how it goes. But it's a lot more not fulfilling really, but I feel like it's a lot more enjoyable to play something without any prior knowledge, because like I don't know, it's like you get to own the experience, you know? Because I don't know if this is something you guys actually relate to, but for example, what's the game that I could mention? Well, let's just say Skyrim, because whatever. The reason I played Skyrim was because I remember I watched a video of someone play it, and I realized that the game looks really cool and really fun, and I've never played anything like that before. Yeah, before Skyrim I have not played like a proper RPG. Go figure. No, and I really enjoyed the game. And you know, even though I only like watched a little bit, like only the start, every time I think it was Skyrim, you know, I always, in the back of my mind, it's always like, oh, you know, I played that game because I watched it, and because I watched someone play it, I remember what they did, and like I remember like their choices and stuff. You know, it's like whatever I did, I always remember that I kind of tried to emulate what the person did because I thought you have to. Not really, but you know, because I didn't realize it's not a linear game. And if I play something by myself, even if I don't know what the heck I'm doing, I just feel like, you know, it's just my experience. You know, it's just, as I said, like I get to own it. It's like I get to figure it out by myself. And it just has more meaning. I don't know. I'm definitely making it sound like it's it's not that deep, but I have weird priorities. Okay. It's a point and click. Oh, I love point and click. It's that silly, you know. You probably wouldn't say that point and click is really a game for some people, but I like point and click games. I like puzzles. It's just my way. Police knots? Ooh. Kind of Phoenix Wright. I have not played Phoenix Wright either. I have it on my 3DS. I bought it in like 2015. I never played. No, not 15. What it was, like 18? I don't know. Anyway, I have not played it yet. You have something in Steam inbox? I'm scared. What? Oh my god! Thank you! Thank you, Proton! Yay! I got Slime Rancher too! Thank you! I was looking at that game lately and I was like, man, I would buy it, but I don't, I can't. Thank you! I'm going to try, I'm going to share my own opinions on it. Some games, another game for your endless list of games to play. You see! Slime Rancher gets to skip the queue because it's not like a brain game. It's I don't know how to say this. It's a simulator, but it's in it's into century. No. God damn it. I can't even explain this for it to make any sense. Well, man. But thank you! I might even play it today, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe not today. But maybe today, I don't know. I played Slime Rancher yesterday, so... some games are like that for me. Many good memories. Yeah. I think it's okay to travel with the train when there's some schedule. The part about train travel is when you face a standing situation. Yeah. Like the worst thing about trains is where you have to change the train in the middle of your, you know, your trip, and the train is late. It's like the most terrifying thing ever, because a lot of the time it's like either the only train at that day in that direction, or you have to wait for like 3 hours. Well, okay, not 3 hours, but you know, you have to wait a long time, and it's just annoying. I hated waiting anytime this happened. What makes you smile often? That's a difficult question. Cool question. But the easiest answer, I think, would be either sweets. I have a sweet tooth, or video games. Yeah, I'm not even going to pretend like this is something deep. I like video games. And I thought our trains were bad. At least once every. Yeah, I mean. Okay. I was speaking about, you know, like long distance travel, but yeah, it's not one every hour for like closer ones either, actually. Because I guess it all depends just where you live. Like, because I live along like the track that's not really going through major cities. You know, like if I go to the city that's like close to me, then there's a train usually every hour. Like, or sometimes a little bit shorter, but generally every hour. And the station that's close to my house, the train is either like an hour or 3 hours after the previous one. So it's just a mess. And if you are late and you are late for the, you know, for the last one before the major break, then you have a problem. And it's the same with, you know, getting home. Because it's like, oh, you know, I'm here in the morning, so I either have like 30 minutes to do my thing or 5 hours. The boonies. Hello, Joseph! How we doing? How do you feel about the year ending? How do you feel about the new year starting soon? We are all thinking about these things this day. You know, I was at the beginning, I was like, oh, I'm probably gonna stream for like an hour and a half. But we found more topics. I've been just fighting the wider dorm wither storm. What does it mean? I live in Germany, south side. Do you like sweets? What do you usually? You know what? I don't really have like a preference for like snacks, but maybe I do. It just nothing comes to mind. But like, it can be like either cookies or chocolate, or I also really like those sour like apple rings. Very good. Well, as it goes to like, you know, drinking. I was about to say drinking snacks, but the drinks, I don't know. I guess the favorite. It's silly saying this for some reason. I don't know. I would say like, oh, my favorite drink is Pepsi. But I shouldn't drink so much of Pepsi because it just makes you sleepy in the long run. I feel like you need water more. No Beppies. Yeah, no Beppies. I do not have Beppies today. I did not have Beppies yesterday either. Oh, I don't know why I said this with like with that weird accent. That's when I thought and what I made. Ooh. Ooh, hold on, let me watch this. Let me look. Ooh. Nice, nice. How did it go? Have you succeeded? Have you succeeded with the fight? The screenshots are really nice. I had some break from Minecraft recently. I played a lot during September, and then it just kind of changed my my game of choice, I guess. I made a town with the 5 beacons. Oh! Nice! I was about to say that the roof looks like chocolate. I really like the town. Do you like building? See, my issue with Minecraft is that I don't like building very much. It's, well, not like I don't like building, it's that I'm not very creative when it comes to Minecraft. Like, I usually will build something very basic, and I'll have fun with it, but you know, it's basic and it takes a long time. And I don't know, I always see people build like amazing things, and I know that sometimes some people will just you know, just pick some not recipe, like an instructions from the internet, but you know, that's fine. I don't really mind. And but a lot of people do actually get a lot of ideas and they're creative with building, and I'm like, how do you do that? How? Not like I'm jealous, but I very respect the hustle, you know? And I kinda wish I had some of the creative juice like that. Because it looks like a lot of fun. I like them as well. So apple rings. Trolley in general. Actually. Ooh. I know the worms! Yeah. But I know I like any kind of like jelly kind of thing. Good evening, Threk, how are you? Every time I think of Trolley's Twin Snakes brand, I think of the Metal Gear Solid title of the same name. There is a Metal Gear scene called Trolleys? I'm not joking. Hello, Sonic. Why is Sonic a Viking? Trolley. All I did was also make an armory cool armor? Ooh. Nice. Trolley's a Metal Gear Solid collab with. What would that collab even look like? Like, what would they do? You made Half-Life? you made Half-Life. That's surely what I meant to say. I mean, you made the HEV suit in Minecraft? Wait a second. You also wore the fucking tree? The tree skin? Then that's two people I know who wear tree skin. You huge fan of Vikings? Ah, I see. My birthday is in October. What's yours? Sorry, my throat was itchy, that was weird. Oh, nice! Woo, October, people! I'm taking a break from working on my track mines. Oh god. How are the mines going, Larkspur? Any good progress, or is it just pain? I'm tree and the armor is called Golden Goliath. Nice. I really like that combo. I would give you a 10 out of 10 for that. It's okay, I have the front end and radiator pulled out. Oh god. What's up, Sonic? Sonic Viking. Sorry, I didn't. It just sounds like the combination of words is amazing. You know, I kind of have a problem sometimes just, like, I find the weirdest of things funny, and then when I say them out loud, people will either think I'm making fun of them, or will think that I'm being serious when I'm joking. And I'm not really sure how to go about that. How was your day? My day was pretty good, actually. Not like amazing, to be honest, because I was really tired the whole day. But I've managed to do the little things that I planned for myself today, so I'm satisfied. How about you? So what are we doing in here? We were talking about the old year. We were talking about Christmas a little bit. I was going on a rant about art and work, and now we are just kind of chilling and chatting about whatever comes to mind. So if you have a topic, then go ahead. You get 2 games? Oh, what what games? Serious now. Enchanted sword and shield orange juice. I like it. Very good. I like the pillars. It looks so like clean and like if you were in a castle or something. I don't know. Amazing. Christmas is rad. I got a guitar pedal I really wanted. Ooh, nice. Congratulations. What did you guys... Oh. Does any of you also want to share what you got? Miraculous Paris Under Siege and Linton's Cookie World Sports? I don't know any of those. I'll have to check. Ooh, I hope you enjoy them. I'm happy about us being the October squad. I hustled as a freelancer once and I had issues laughing at random stuff, talking to customers. Yeah, it's like, man, like I don't even know how to go about it sometimes because like I have this issue with even with my family that, you know, I will joke about something and they will think I'm serious, and because, you know, I said it in a somewhat serious tone and I'm like, no, I'm just joking, like you don't have to be upset. Like, it was a joke, I'm not serious, like you don't have to explain to me what this thing is, I was a joke, okay? Look up on Google? Well. But yeah, what did you guys get for the holidays? For the Christmas? Family loves taking jokes seriously? Definitely. And this, you know, it's just so weird when you have like your sibling and you're like, oh, I never know you're joking. I'm like, what do you mean? You've been around me your whole life. But, well, what was it I was about to say? Oh, I actually got a Half-Life LED light. Like, you know, this, like a Half-Life logo with a lambda. That's just shiny. That's cool. That's cool, very nice. Will look cool on the shelf. And, I got headphones, which I'm really happy about because now I can listen to music when I'm cleaning. And, don't have to worry about making it loud. Because the headphones I'm using, like I don't have good headphones for my phone. I was just, you know, the ones I have right now, I'm just, you know, using for my computer, and they are not wireless, so I couldn't just use them when I was doing something else, like, you know, either cleaning or, you know, doing art outside or something. So, I feel okay, but yeah. But yeah, I'm really happy because that also means I can do stuff. I can watch the music in bed. Yay! And watch anime in bed. Okay, I'm looking. Hold on. Oh god, I just click on throne. Didn't mean to. You are back! Welcome back! I somehow mistyped Google. How? Mm. Do you like sport games? Wacky World of Sport. Ooh. Oh my god. I have never seen the Looney Tunes characters in like 3D. My brain. My brain. Where is my brain? How was it? They look like... Sorry, I got... My tongue forgot how to work. They look pretty cool. I've not seen Miraculous, but from the screenshot it looks pretty fun. With the sport one, I like never really played a lot of sport games. The one I played the most is like a tennis game. My mom had on her phone, and I was really bored, and I finished the game. Yeah, very interesting story. Yes. They're okay to play. Racing is nice. It's been a long time since I've played like a racing game. I used to like those, but like recently I feel like there's just so many games that I don't really... I can tend to focus on things that I am very interested in. That's not like fully true, because I play just too many games in general, but like the genres I kind of tend to like just focus on some things and not less about the others. Like I don't know. Like if I played a racing game, I probably would enjoy it. But it's like not like something I think about every now and then and be like, oh, I really want to play a racing game. Like I don't really get that, but I think it's just because I don't really have any. I don't know. Like maybe if I played with someone else, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there will be a time where I'll start playing racing games. It's probably fun when you just like listen to music. But I don't know. I just don't know where I would fit it. Anyway, hello, Sonny. Make a you can. Yeah, I looked Miraculous too. That one looks pretty fun. Do you like colors? Sometimes. Not a lot. Not a lot because I don't like leave the house a lot, but I used to wear them every day. What's it called? I forgot the word. Never mind. Let's forget about it. There's a tiny spider in Neo's circuits fooling around with her connections. It's here to get... No! Get the tiny spider out of there! It doesn't know how to work the circuitry? Is that the word? Hello, fish sister! Ba-ba-ba. No, you are the beautiful fish sister. Yay. If you were into perfecting tuning and lap times, then racing sim can be fun, but I don't know many people that are into it. Yeah, like... I don't... Okay, this might sound silly, but I don't like games that are... Like, I don't like it when something is time limited, you know? As in, Okay, that's not a very good explanation actually, because you know, as you said, like tuning and lap times. I feel like this is very much a. I mean, it is a speed run after all. A race is a speed run kind of, and I was never much into speed runs because it just gives me anxiety. I feel like I'm going to make a mistake anyway, so it will be just like annoying to try to be perfect about something. Like I like being able to make mistakes. You know, I like having the freedom. But what I'm trying to say is that I just don't like it when there's like a time limit on something. So, for example, you know, when you play Super Mario Bros, there is a time limit on the level. It's not really something that you have to care about because most likely you won't even notice. However, if you like just frolic around and do something silly, you will run out of time. And I don't like that. I like being able to be silly. And this is kind of why I don't like what's it called? Just like time challenges. Yes, this is exactly what I was trying to think about. There's a lot of games that have time challenges, and you get like an achievement if you manage to, like, I don't know, complete a level with like some time. Like, I don't know, you have 30 seconds, let's say, or something, like, you know. Anyway, time restraints just not my favorite. Not my favorite. I don't like it. And this is kind of why I never really I never really finished all of the achievements that require to do those things. And I'm thinking about it right now because as I was playing Slime Rancher during the weekend, I was looking at achievements for that game, and I noticed that there is a rush mode in that game, and I was like, what is this? And I realized that this is like a time-limited version of the game where you have to get like as many, I was about to say points, but you have to get as much money as you can in that limited amount of time. And I'm just like, I was wondering, like, who enjoys this? Isn't this the game you're supposed to play to just, you know, unwind? Why would you put a time limit on it? And you know, this is the kind of person I am. I don't like being limited by time. So when I played Fallout 1 and I knew that there's a time limit, and if I don't make it within the time limit, then, you know, there will be consequences for the world, I was really very much anxious about that. So yeah, I guess it's kind of, you know, with racing it's a bit different because you're not exactly racing against time, you're racing against opponents. So there is a reason for you to hurry, because you actually, you know, like, I'm just not good with feeling the time. Like, I lost track of time every time. That was almost like a pun. I will trace, thank you. So in a race, you know, it's more tangible, you can see where you need to be. So I played some racing games, but not anymore. Like, I usually will play something different. Okay, let me catch up with the chat. I want a tangent. Is it tangent or tangent? I don't know, I forgot. I stayed up way too late making sure someone went to see doctor. Oh no! I hope they went to see doctor. But I also went to bed late. I was doing the opposite. I was watching someone try to kill a sim. This is not exactly the opposite, but you know, in a sense, it could be. I was waiting for murder and it didn't happen. Happy to hear that. Which games could you see yourself play together? Like, me with myself? I don't know. You know, the games I really like is anything that has cooperation. So, Portal 2 co-op mode was very good. But also like survival types of games are also fun. And a lot of games had well, split screen kind of thing. Yeah, was also fun. There's one game that I always think about when it comes to like two players, and it's is it Rescue? What's that? What's that Disney? What are those that game about chipmunks? Because it has a different name in Polish, so I kind of forgot what the name is. But there was like an NES game, and I remember that my grandma had a bootleg console with that game, and I played it a little with my sister, and we got to be like the two chipmunks. It was really fun, and it always reminds me of that when I think about a multiplayer game. And having an only active week of talking people either out or into things for their betterment. Why are people not doing things to help themselves? Be nice to yourself. I'm sorry, on the track I will absolutely bully you into a corner until you wipe out due to stress. Don't worry. I will just ram into you. Like, this is the kind of, you know, if I'm racing in a game and I'm losing, I'm just going to destroy your car. No, I'm joking. But, like, I don't really take it seriously. It's just like, if I play too many racing games, just, like, too much racing, it will get boring eventually. But I don't mind, like, destroying the car. I meant with my car! So, luckily, he was going on his own accord. The issue was infection was causing him loss of vision, so I wanted to keep him company. It wasn't of major panic, it was just unlucky scuffing, plus he's not in the States, so he's getting treated. Oh my god. I'm happy you're being nice, you're being considerate of people and just giving them the support, because there are some people who are really stubborn and you really have to do this so they can take care of it themselves. I understand so much. So it's not like racing is why I stop playing Call of Duty? Oh. It makes sense. This is, you know, not Call of Duty because I never played. Actually, funnily enough, I never play Call of Duty, like any Call of Duty. But like there are some games that are just kind of anxiety-inducing, and it's anything that is either, I don't know, for me it's either something that is time limited, or maybe something that like requires some level of perfection, and that's not exactly. Maybe it is somewhat anxiety-inducing, but stuff like I never played much League of Legends or Overwatch, even Team Fortress 2. Like, I just don't enjoy this gameplay loop. For me, I really like stories in a game, so even if the characters themselves have some kind of story, like, I need some incentive within the game itself to really make me want to play it. It's like, oh, you know, if you play, you're gonna get points. I'm like, but what does it mean? Like, am I going to see something improving? Is something happening in the game itself? Like, you know. So I will rather play a silly linear game instead, because I just like being whisked away to a different world. Oh god. Hold on. You're the kind of person to turn around and go opposite direction to break other people's cars. You know, if I could, I would. Maybe. But it's not like that would give me a lot of enjoyment in the long run. Like, it would be fun for a little bit, and then I'll be like, yeah, okay, I'm done. You know what's saying that I don't like racing games is very, well, not really, ironic, but I've played a lot of, GTA as a kid. Like, I just liked, I would just start the game, I would spawn a car, or like, a jet, or whatever, and I would just get into it, and I would just fly around, or, you know, drive around the map, just causing as much chaos as possible. And, yeah. It's not something I will do now, because I think I'll get really bored, but I think just seeing, you know, the world kind of, react to your actions, this is something I really always liked. Just being able to really, you know, just see something happening that you can not adjust, that's the word, that you can, god damn it, what's the word? Well, let's just say affect the world around you, even if in a game, it's fun. The only time I felt like I was entertaining with racing games was a video I did of all Forza Motorsport and Forza Horizon games that were out on time. The only racing game that I own is the one that we got when my parents got me and my sister PS3. Oh, hold on, is it? I always forget which part it is, hold on. Okay, it is Gran Turismo 5. So Gran Turismo 5, but I played that game literally like once. I remember my uncle played it when he visited us when we got the console, but it was so long ago. And yeah, I don't know. And you cannot really run over people in that game, can you? The most normal comment on the racing game. If I ever find a coupe fish RPG, I'll whisk you away into another world. Yes! I co-op, not coupe. What the, you know what? I got played because I always do that. I type co-op this way, and I'm always afraid that someone will read it as coupe. And here I am doing it myself. Like, I played myself. See what just happened? God damn it. Like, what other... When I drink from my coupe? You drink from a chicken coop? Hold on, I'm thinking. Wait, so what other multiplayer games I played? Definitely, you know, Don't Starve Together, Terraria, Minecraft, you know, just the classics. Recently it's been, freaking supermarket together because we were looking for a game I could play with my sister and my friend, and that was the only free game that we found that we actually were interested in somewhat. So we were just doing that because it was silly and stupid, and we could just chat about something else while doing that. But, and because my sister was bored of Minecraft. But yeah, what else? What else? I played a little bit of 7 Days to Die. I kinda would want to play more, however, the server that I played on... Well, I just didn't have really have time for that game, to be honest. I like party games. You know, stuff like Jackbox. Pretty fun. I would really like to try something like an escape room. Because I don't know, I like puzzles. I'm always saying this, like, same sentence over and over, just like puzzles. The end. I can't really come up with any better idea. But, VR chat escape rooms are fun? Ooh, I didn't know those exist. I somehow didn't even think about that option. Yeah, but like VR, I was about to say playing VR chat, but it's just, you know, there's not a lot of play going on there, to be honest. But yeah, I was playing a bit of VR chat when it came out, just, you know, fooling around with friends. I remember there was like a Mario Kart map. It was pretty fun. And the one cool thing is just walking around and trying on different avatars. However, my thing with VR chat is that I do not own a VR headset. So it's like the VR chat itself doesn't, for me, it doesn't have any like, doesn't do anything better from like Gmod, for example, because you can basically do the same thing in Gmod, since, as I said, I don't own VR, so I don't really get the full experience as most people do when they play that, which is a bit sad, but you know, VR is so wicked. This is, you know, it's just crazy to think that I've wanted a VR headset for so long now, but I didn't get that. I didn't get it. I always, whenever I had money, I would always spend it on something else, because I figured, you know what, this is a lot of money. I don't think I want to spend this money on it. Except I have to contact support about one of my base stations not tracking right now. Oh no. God damn it. Whenever the topic goes to VR headsets, I always hear one of two things. Either one of my not a glove. What is it? Like, you know, the thingy. Either one of my trackers isn't working, or as you say, like, base stations are tracking. Like, every time that conversation goes to VR, there's always some problems about it, and I'm just like, damn it, why is this tech so delicate? Like, why does it keep breaking? I wish that wasn't the case, because if I'm going to spend a lot on something, I definitely don't want something that will just give up on me after a very short time. Or like, you know, or having a big chance of giving up on me. Because I will definitely feel really bad having spent so much. I know that you can get like cheaper options than, you know, like the top shelf ones that I'm not talking about here. But I feel like, you know, getting a bad headset is just kind of ruins the experience as well in a little bit. I don't know, maybe I'm just overthinking it. I don't know. It's whack because everything was fine for like 2 years. The controller got drift and the tracker thing now too. Oh no. What VR set do you have? My one of my friends had the original HTC Vive, I believe, and I remember that one of their controllers kept breaking. A Valve Index. Oh. I see. God damn it. 2 years. But yet, you know, as I said, for something that's as expensive as a VR set, it just... 2 years. It doesn't make sense in my brain. I really wish these things were more sturdy. Because it's been a couple of years now since they started releasing those, and kinda sad they don't get better by much with you know, with the sturdiness, not with quality. But okay. Sorry, I got distracted by a message. So what do you guys want to do tomorrow? Like, what do you have any plans? Are you going somewhere for like a party? Or are you just going to chill at home? For me, it's probably just going to be very chill, very simple New Year's Eve. Just going to spend time with my family, and maybe I'll watch something. I don't know. I had enough happening this year that I'm fine with just it being like a very normal day. Had a Vive Cosmos and the damn thing broke on me. Oh no! I'll be in bed by 9 PM, no plans. I should try that too. But yeah, no plans either. Just gonna see what happens. And I was thinking, you know, of maybe doing the stream tomorrow instead of today, but then I realized if it's New Year's Eve, my family probably is going to be like walking around the house and be like, you know, expecting me to just, you know, come see them, or just, you know, do stuff, and I don't know. I would feel bad if I was just sitting in my room the entire day, the entire evening, while instead of spending time with them. I don't know, maybe I'm overcomplicating things. I just thought, you know, we're not doing anything, but it's okay to just, you know, get together for the midnight, say, you know, just give each other's wishes and watch fireworks for like 5 minutes and then go to bed. Oh man. Anyway, yeah. But yeah, no specific plans. Man, I'm getting a little bit of hungry right now, and it's not good because it's late. But maybe I'll snack on something before bed. So I'll probably be ending soonish, because it's still longer than I expected, to be honest. I think, what are my last two streams, like 2.5 hours? Well, around 2 hours or something? I feel like that was the case, I'm not sure. But... okay, no, it was 3 hours, but the earlier ones went a bit below 2.5. But yeah, I think it's a good result when I'm just chatting. 3 hours is quite a lot anyway. And I see you again on Thursday. And there's a lot of things we could be doing, but I'm not like fully decided on what I will be doing. Very high chance I'll be playing Dave the Diver though, because I really want to try that game finally. And then we'll see. And we can chat about more things about New Year. But I'm just glad we kinda managed to, you know, stay alive this year, despite it being as awful as it was. It wasn't like totally shit, but it wasn't good. Like, just too much. All in all. Certainly was a year for me. For you too? Oh man. Yeah, for me it was like a lot. A lot of everything. And it's different than previous years, but I'm fine. I think I'm good for now. I fucked up in 2024. I fucked up in December 2023. 2025 is the year. What did you do? What did you do in December 2023? I really need to know now. What happened? Got sick? Oh. Oh no. Oh no. So no fighting game events all year? God damn it. Are you gonna get into fighting game events next year then? Oh. What was that? That was a very high pitch. I'm already signed up for 2. Ooh, nice. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. I'm starting my own online tournament series. Ooh, that sounds really fun. I hope it goes well. I hope a lot of people show up and everything goes well. Yeah. Sounds fun. I don't know how I feel about fighting games right now. I used to play quite a lot when I was a kid. Yes, definitely kids should be playing fighting games. But same with racing. I kind of like never didn't touch them for a while now. And it's not like I don't like them per se, but it's just like there's always something else to play, I feel. Maybe it would be different if I actually tried it. I don't know. I don't know. But I know a lot of people like them, so I'm happy for you. But yeah. I think I'm gonna call it a day here. I'm not really sure if I'll be pronouncing their name right, but News is AFK and I wanted to answer, but like I don't want just to wait, sit here and wait because I want to go eat. Thank you. Have a happy New Year too. I'll give you guys some better New Year's wishes on Thursday. The next 2 days, I'm just gonna make sure that the old year is wrapped up and gone, and the new year is welcomed accordingly. And on Thursday, we're gonna have fun. So yeah. Everyone make sure to slap 2024 goodbye. Slap it senseless. I'm just joking. But yeah, Happy New Year! And I'll see you on Thursday. Bye-bye! Bye! You can shoot it dead, that works as well.